Seekers. We're coming to you today from Sun Studios in Memphis, Tennessee.
We're standing right in the front of the door where Elvis Presley and many other famous people have walked through to record their famous music. So y'all come along with us as we go inside today and take a tour of Sun Record Studio, and we hope that you enjoy this video.
Let's go check this place out.
Let's do it. This is what Sun Studio looks like.
Came alive. Here comes the king. Stand aside. Here comes the king. Here comes the king. Stand aside. Stand aside. His guitar in hand, up front in the band. There comes the king.
Guided tours are available daily. This is what it looks like inside of the gift shop area as you walk into Sun Studios. This is where you get your tickets at for the tour. And they have all kind of souvenir items available. T-shirts, CDs. The tour begins now as you go upstairs. See the priceless memorabilia from the musical legends that blended blues and country to explode into the big bang of rock and roll. Your tour guide will tell you the inside stories of B.B. King, Howlin' Wolf, and Ike Turner before Elvis, Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Johnny Lee Lewis, and Roy Orbison, who were all drawn to the new Sun sound. Just think, when Sun Studio got started by Sam Phillips, anyone could walk in from the street and record a record for $3.98. Luckily for Sam, a young Elvis Presley came in and recorded a song for his mother. Now let's take you inside and show you the inside of the one and only Sun Studio. So many greats have recorded songs in this studio that we still love today.
Like I said though, it ain't all about Elvis. So more people have recorded here besides Elvis Presley. So yeah, y'all made it. Welcome to the birthplace of rock and roll. World famous Sun Studio, Memphis recording service. There's only one 706 Union Avenue you're standing in. Okay, it's crazy. It's still here after all these years. Everything you heard upstairs, everything I'm about to play you downstairs was recorded right here in this room. So think about that for just a second. All these ceiling tiles, original, these lighting fixtures. It's not a movie set, y'all. The floor you're standing on, sacred ground, right down to that front door, which is my absolute favorite part. So that's not just any old front door. That will be the front door that Elvis will walk through for the very first time, because everybody I'm talking about today has walked through that front door right there. So what that means is the front door y'all walked through earlier, y'all lined up in front of earlier, taking a picture. Nothing happened there, y'all. That's our gift shop. We had to sell you a t-shirt. So anyway, my point being is in the 50s, it was just these three rooms. This was it, okay? This is what $70 a month got you on Automotive Road, 10-year lease. This was it. So anyway, I'll pick up my story from upstairs. So Elvis only lasted a year and a half here. So I think you know what happens after that. Go Elvis. He blows up overnight. Sam knew he couldn't keep him. He's still just a small-time little Memphis record label. So Sam sold Elvis's contract by getting was good to RCA, by Elvis. But that would give Sam much-needed cash flow to sign other artists to the record label. Guys like Carl Perkins. And it was Carl Perkins who gave us our first smash hit. It was not Elvis. A little song he wrote and recorded first. I think you know it.
Well, it's one for the money.
How many of you can remember this song by Carl Perkins? I know I can remember it. It was an awesome song.
There you go. Blue suede shoes, Carl Perkins, and that just kicked down the door for everybody. That was the first time a song ever topped the pop charts, country charts, or R&B charts. That was unheard of back in those days, okay? So making ways for guys like Charlie Rich, Billy Riley, Harold Jenkins, you might know better as Conway Twitty, all got their start. There we go. All got their start right here from Helena, Arkansas. The original Gene Simmons, not the fake one who stole his name. Google that and you Google it. Jumpin' Gene got his start here. Barbara Pittman, one of our female recording artists, old friend of Elvis's. Above Barbara, you might recognize that dude in the sunglasses. Who's that? Roy Orbison.
Roy Orbison.
From Lake, Texas. Spent his early days here too, but without me. Yeah. My favorite person ever to walk through that front door, a fellow Arkansan here, and I think you know his name. The pride of Dallas, Arkansas, the man in black.
Mr. Cash.
We got Johnny Cash fans.
Oh, yeah.
Give Johnny some love. He can hear you. Come on. So, I love Johnny Cash, y'all. He was a door-to-door appliance salesman. Can you imagine? That's a tough gig. That poor guy couldn't sell nothing. But luckily he auditioned for Sam as a country music singer. As the story goes, Sam was a little busy that day when Johnny first walked through that front door. Okay, Sam's like, kid, I ain't got time. But I'll give you one song, you better make it good. And let's just say Johnny Cash made it good. And in just a couple short years, he'd walk out that front door. One of the biggest country music singers of all time. Most of those songs we know Johnny for today were the ones recorded right here in this room. Okay, so was that sinking in just yet? Right here. Including this one.
I love Johnny Cash, so this was one of my favorite parts of the tour inside of the recording studio. Now Mark is going to show us how Johnny Cash had that special sound from the guitar.
Now you know I'm supposed to ask me, like, well, what's up with the scratching sound? They assume that it's a snare drum, but Johnny didn't have drums in those other recordings, so yeah, all he did was just take a guitar just like this, detune the strings, make them floppy, put a dollar bill right there, and he was his own drummer. But band old Jerry Lewis completely stole the show that night. Yeah, even Elvis was like, Mr. Phillips, well, what's up with that crazy kid on the piano? So Sam got smart, put a little muscle behind Jerry Lewis. And Jerry Lewis ended up being the biggest selling artist here at the Sun record label. He outsold everyone in this room. So we've got memories, a few years have passed, and now Sam has built his label up enough to move 1 million records on somebody. Something he couldn't do back in the Elvis days. So when he sold Elvis for 35 grand, people thought he was crazy. Well, he's turned that 35 grand into millions and millions and millions. Thanks to guys like Carl Perkins and Johnny Cash, and especially thanks to that crazy fool right there. Rest in peace. Okay. Jerry Lewis was also the last man standing. Okay. We lost him last year. Crazy how the ones who partied the hardest, drank the most beer, wrecked the most cars, shot the most bass players, lived the longest. Right there. He brought it to the sunset, a very rich man. Don't feel sorry for old Sam. I think we lost Sam about 2003. He made it to the ripe old age of 80. Now there's a picture of him and Sam in the office the year before he died. Yes, I'm that old. I failed to mention with some of that blue suede shoes money, some of that Elvis money, Sam also would have invested in a little upstart Memphis company you might have heard of called Holiday Inn. So yes, the story ends very well for Sam. Don't feel sorry for Sam. But yeah, we're still a fully active studio to this day. Sometime in the mid-'80s, somebody had a crazy idea to purchase this entire building, including the space next door, combine all the spaces, and sell you guys a ticket to see. That's when it became a tourist attraction, but we never stopped being a studio. So yeah, we still have bands here all the time. So it's a pretty sweet gig, guys. It's better than a real job, let me tell you. Divert our eyeballs to that photograph right there. Y'all recognize that photograph? One of the most infamous jam sessions of all time, one of the most infamous photographs in rock and roll history, happened right where y'all are standing. A lot of folks don't know, though, is it was actually just a recording session for Carl Perkins. That's the guy in black. Johnny just happened to be there. I guess he's just up here hanging out with Brother Carl, probably drinking some beer. Probably up here picking up his paycheck. And then you got old pretty boy right there. Look at him. Elvis. You got to think a few years have passed. Now, in the timeline, the year now is, I think, 56. Elvis is the biggest thing in the world. Well, he came home for Christmas. He walked through that front door unannounced. I'd be freaked out. Ooh, Elvis. He sat at a piano just like that, and they just proceeded to have a little jam session. And lucky for us, old Sam Phillips, he recorded every bit of it. So if you were in the room the night of December 4th, 1956, I guess that would have been 67 years ago this month, right? It would have sounded just like this.
This is what the inside of the recording studio would have looked like. Everything is original today. The walls, the ceiling tile, the floor, everything is just the way it would have been back in the day when Sam Phillips operated his recording studio. This studio is still used today to record music at. Hello all you fun seekers. We have Mark. Mark is a tour guide here at Sun Studios. We're actually in the control room, and Mark is going to tell us a little story about Elvis coming into Sun Records to record an album for his mother.
Yeah, so as the story goes, is back in those days, Sam Phillips, the founder here, he offered a custom recording service, meaning he would record anyone off the street for $3.98. That kind of just shows you how hard up for money he was back in those days. And as the story goes, little Elvis, little 18-year-old Elvis, who just graduated from Humes High School, which is down the street to this very day, Elvis caught wind of that, and he decided he's going to walk through that very front door right there, and he's going to come in here and he's going to make a record for his mama's birthday. And that's kind of how it all started. And apparently old Elvis made quite the impression on the secretary. Because like I tell folks, it kind of took a lady's eyeballs to know there was something special about that kid with them sideburns.
Absolutely.
So Sam didn't quite see it at first, but the secretary sure did. So he came in and he did a version of he played "My Happiness," which is was the first song he recorded here for his mama's birthday. Like, that was just an old standard back in those days. And he would continue to make a few other recordings over the next year. He was always just sort of that annoying kid looking through the window every night, you know, because he just always wanted to know what was going on here. Elvis loved all the blues artists, all the R&B, you know, and guys like Howlin' Wolf and B.B. King and Bobby Blue Bland. Those are his heroes. So this was just kind of like a place to maybe get a glimpse of his favorite people. So they kind of got to know him over the years, just the kid who just kept hanging around. So as the real story goes, about a year goes by, and Sam Phillips, he's putting together a studio band. I think he has publishing on a new song, and he needs a little studio band. So he had Scotty Moore and Bill Black already. They needed a lead singer, and it was Marion. He was like, Sam, what about that sweet boy with the sideburns who looks through the window every night? You need to give him a shot. So as the story goes, I think Marion called Elvis up, and before she can hang up the phone, Elvis was through the front door and had his audition with Sam Phillips. And I guess you can say the rest is history. And here we are, 70-something years later, talking about it. Yep.
Well, we certainly do appreciate you telling us that story, Mark.
Absolutely, man. Glad y'all made it.
And we very much enjoyed the tour. And if anybody's in the Memphis area, we definitely recommend stopping by the Sun Records studio and give this place a tour. You won't regret it.
Well, what did you think of the tour here, David, at Sun Studios?
I loved it. You know, everything, it was a piece of history coming in here, getting to see the actual studio where so many greats have recorded records. Elvis, Johnny Cash, Roy Orbison, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, just to name a few, and a whole lot of others got their start right here in Memphis. So if you're in the Memphis area, I highly recommend coming by Sun Studios, taking this tour. It's worth the money. It's like $15 for the adults, and it lasts about an hour or so. So if you're in Memphis, definitely give it a try. What did you think, Cindy?
I thought it was awesome. And I've got to tell you, when we were in the room and the tour guide, Mark, played the song Elvis's first recording, I actually got chill bumps. It was just, to think you're in the same building where Elvis got his start, and that was the original recording. To hear that, it was awesome.
What about you, Carly? What did you think about it?
I loved it. It was so unique, and getting to see a bit of history in it was awesome.
Well, we hope that y'all enjoyed this video from the Sun Studio in Memphis. Carly, tell them what to do, show.
Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our latest greatest videos. See you next time. Thanks for watching. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Don't forget to get yourself some t-shirts to take home. They have a deal on them. Buy 3, you get the 4 of them for free. These are available in the gift shop as soon as you come out from taking the tour of the studio.
VA Fun Seekers have left the building. Thank you. Thank you very much.